What's up, YouTube? This is Prince with North Carolina Detailing, and man, it's another beautiful day in North Carolina. Another beautiful day. I know it's not stopped up that much this morning, but it is stopped up, so got to deal with it. I watch my videos and I'm always like this. That guy is so unprofessional. Well, anyway, it's all right when you talking to your family. It's okay to do that in front of them, right? It's okay. But I want to do a video for my man Fernando. I think I'm saying it right. I'm saying it in my Hispanic accent. Fernando Macias. I think Macias. You know who you are. So Fernando would like to know, what if the customer is not pleased with your work? What do you do? All right, from my man Fernando, this is what I do. Number one, and it's a neat little trick. It's real neat. When I first get to the vehicle, if the customer's there, you know, it only works if the customer's there. So when I first get to the vehicle, I introduce myself. My name is Prince. I'm with North Carolina Mobile Detailing. Here to do your detail. Great. What would you like done? Okay. And they might say, well, I bought the package for XYZ, da la la. Cool. What are some concerns about the vehicle that I absolutely must touch? And then they will go to it and tell you, man, I spilled some coffee in between the seats, right? And what they're telling you is basically, when you finish that detail, the first place they're gonna go is right to that coffee. That's the only thing they're really concerned about, right? Yeah, the overall detail is absolutely important, but the main issue is what they tell you. And I would do it like this. I would say, well, what are some of the issues that's inside the vehicle that you're concerned with? And then they would tell you, all right, is there anything on the outside that concerns you? And then they might say, well, yeah, you know, the other day I scratched my car, or somebody hit it with a shopping cart, and they'll show you right there, right? So when they come out, that's the two things that they're looking for that must be absolutely perfect, right? And if you can't get it perfect, that's cool. You can't get it perfect. Now, another strategy is, I call this strategy leading the sheep to the slaughter. Okay, I learned this when I was selling vehicles for Mitsubishi. Mitsubishi, good company, good car. Anyway, basically, you would lead the customer to what you want them to see. All right. So if there's if there's anything about the vehicle that you wasn't like really that didn't come out, like you still got brown stains at the car, but it just didn't come out. Some stuff is not gonna come out, right? But let's say you got some brown stains or something in the carpet. So this is what you would do. All right. It's one or two ways you can do it. One is, and the honest way is always to all right, when the customer comes out, I always leave the doors open, okay? And I would say, I will lead them directly. Okay, ma'am, I'm already done with your vehicle. Let me show you some issues I had with your car, right? And then I will go to the issues. So on the outside, you see the scratch right here? Yeah, I did my best to buff that out, but it didn't come out as perfect as I wanted to. And they'll be like, okay. And they'll go around the car. Oh, down here at the bottom, yeah, you got like some tar, right? It need to be clay bar. So next time when I come back, make sure we get the clay bar package so we can get the contamination out of your clear coat. And they'll say, okay, okay. And I walk them to the carpet, and I say, the carpet came out pretty good, but you got this one stain that would not come out. It won't come out. And here's the solution. The thing is, don't tell them just the problem. Give them the solution, right? So the solution is, and this is going to help your sales, because if they got it, they're going to spend it, baby. So you got this brown spot in here, and the only way we can get it out is if we dye the carpet. Would you like to get it dyed? It costs XYZ. That way they're not complaining. You're giving them the answer to what they have to do, right? And I'll tell you straight up, like, it works 9 times out of 10. It works every single time. 9 times out of 10, it works. So that's something that you definitely want to do. Start leading your customer to what you want them to see. Now, it also works in another way. You can lead them away from the brown spot, right? And you can just break down and listen on the outside. And you got to be real nice with it, like you elegant, like you got class. Like, on the outside of this vehicle, you lead them to the outside of the vehicle. Listen, I buffed, I waxed it. I use this kind of wax on here. It's going to protect your car for up to a year. All right. And you lead them to where they'll follow you to wherever you got to go. They'll follow you. They'll follow you. Inside of the trunk, you had some stains in here, but we worked it out, especially the stuff that looked good. We worked it out. You had stains in here, but we worked it out. We got everything out of the way we wanted to get it done. Right? So that's definitely a tool I would use. Now, the flip side is, suppose he's not, he or she is just not pleased with your work, right? Number one, you're not going to please everybody, right? You're going to have picky clients, right? And with the picky clients, you really want to love them. You want to really love them because they're going to make you a better detailer. Because there's certain things they pick out that there's no way I was even thinking about cleaning behind the mirror, right? Or inside of the mirror, like the thing on the inside the mirror, bruh. Inside the mirror. So, and you take those practices and you move it on to the next one, to the next one, to the next one. Just keep using those practices. But if a person says, okay, listen, you got brown stains. There's a brown stain on my carpet. And you be like, well, I tried to get it out, but let me try it. Let me hit it one more time while you're here so you can see how I use, you know, how what I did in order to get this, to try and get the stain out, right? And if you hit it in front of them, usually they're like, okay, it won't come up. It won't come up. All right. And then if they say, okay, well, I got a streak on the window, I'll be like, oh, let me get that. I'm sorry. I missed it. I'm sorry. I overlooked it. And that's it. And just do it with a smile. That's it. That's the only thing they're asking for, right? You can clean that car on somebody who's picky. You can clean that car top to bottom and they will find something, because if you're looking for it, eventually you will find it. So just keep those people, just keep that in mind, man. Just if they say that, you know, you left a spot there, don't argue with them. Do it with a smile. Get the money. That's what I tell my guys. Do it with a smile. Get the money, right? Because there's a good chance that you won't ever see them ever again. There's a good chance of that, right? Never, ever, ever again, right? So just do what they ask you to do. That's all. It's just serving. It's just serving. Let's see. What's another technique? So, oh yeah, another thing is like I was saying, you can't please everybody. All right. You can't please everybody. Someone's gonna complain. Someone's gonna give you a bad review, right? I had a cyber stalker, right? I detailed this dude's vehicle, right? I mean, this joint, like, the worst. Look, dude had a truck, right? Dude had a pickup truck. He took out the seats, like he took them out. No problem, right? When we discussed the price, we discussed just on the interior, right? Because you got mud and concrete that's been sitting there for like, since they bought the truck, right? We negotiated for the interior. Somewhere in his mind, he was thinking, and it's probably my fault because I use what we call detailer's language, right? I said, well, we're doing an interior detail on the cab is what we're doing, right? He was thinking, okay, they're going to do the interior, they're going to detail the outside, and they're going to do the cab and the engine. Now, none of that stuff was mentioned. So when I went to his company, like, I'm calling dude, right, after we finished the detail, Finish the detail. I'm calling dude. He ain't picking up, right? His daughter was at the spot. His daughter was like, whoa, this is like night and day, right? He got to the spot, checked it out. He said, well, you didn't do the outside. You didn't do the windows. You didn't do the engine, right? You just did the inside, right? I said, well, that's all we discussed. I said, if you want me to do that stuff, then we just got to do it with another price. I would love to do it for you. Let me tell you something. Dude paid me what I asked for. Went to my business page, put a bad review on me, right? Freaking was stalking me. Everywhere I would go, I'm online talking to customers. He online right behind me. Boom. Don't buy from this guy. This guy's a crook. He's a crook. He's a crook. I had him to wash my truck and he only charged me and da 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 da. Right? So I blocked him, right? Blocked him. Because you're not going to please everybody, right? And you're going to get haters, man. That's part of life. That's part of the game. You're going to get haters, right? So I blocked dude. Had Facebook remove the bad review. It's still not down my stars. But look, let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something about. I'm going to go on another one. I'm going to go on another video on how to get reviews. How to get reviews from the, if you watch Star Wars, from the light side of the Force and from the dark side of the Force. All right? I'm going to show you how to get them. At least I'll tell you how to get them. All right? So I'm going to end this video. Fernando, I hope I said something to encourage you. And other detailers that's out there, I hope I said something that could definitely help you on your way forward. All right? You can't please everybody. All right? It's just not going to happen. All right? If you got 100 people, especially if you got 100 detailers, right? Somebody is not going to like their route, right? I can tell, even if you got 5 detailers, right? Somebody ain't going to like their route. Somebody is going to complain. Somebody is going to always do something. So, you know, but keep your head up, man. The more customers you got, the better. The better, all right? Get as many clients as possible. Forget the ones that's just trying to tear you down. Forget them. That's nothing. That's nothing. You're going to get one. You're going to get a bad egg sometime. You're going to pick grapes or something. Not grapes. You're going to pick, I don't know, bananas or something like that. You're going to get a bad banana every now and then. So that happens, man. Long as it's not consistent. If you're consistently getting bad customers, you got to check your game, bro. You got to check what's going on. What's going on with your detailing skills, right? And one way to ensure that, if you go back to another video on, I think I did it on you should have a checklist of what you're going to do to each vehicle, so the customer doesn't have in their imagination one thing and you have in your imagination another. They know exactly what you're getting and exactly how you're going to do it. So I'm going to end this video. It's getting kind of long. Till next time, grind time.